Okay, so we move into the week of June 9th through June 15th. And we know that Jupiter just moved into the sign of Cancer. It's going to be there till July 1st. Jupiter's considered the guardian angel. And Cancer is, it's like the mother energy. It's watery, nurturing energy. Now, this is going to be a year of luck for Cancer because Jupiter only spends a year in your sign. And so Gemini's had it for the past year. And now, Cancer, you're going to receive Jupiter. And this is going to be a good time for sharing good fortune, sharing abundance, for higher purpose, for home matters, and for fertility, because Cancer is like the mother. And Jupiter brings in luck and it brings in growth and expansion. So if for some of you, fertility may be more, babies and all of that. But for others, this might just be your projects, your ideas, the definition of yourself, that seed that's being planted that's going to grow. Okay. So this is a fertile time for your projects, for your ambition. All the Cancers out there are going to be really lucky to have Jupiter in their sign. Now, Monday the 9th, go slow, okay? Because the energy is a little wonky in the morning. Go slow in the morning, but the afternoon picks up speed. So you're just going to feel a lot different by the afternoon. So the moon will be in Scorpio in the morning, and then by 10:56 a.m. it moves into Sagittarius. And, there's a square with Mars in the morning, but then there's a trine with Mars in the afternoon. So you might, don't try to push to get things done in the morning of the 9th. Just wait till after lunch and things will pick up speed for you. So on Wednesday, June 11th, we have a full Sagittarius moon. And this is at 3:44 a.m. It's at 20 degrees of Sagittarius. So check out your chart and see where that falls. This is a great time to go through old photos and embrace the good memories. And Sagittarius loves freedom. So if there's a picture that you don't like from the past, you can either take the original or make a photocopy of it and burn it over your toilet and flush it away. Okay, it feels really good. It could free a lot of things up for you and celebrate your freedom this full Sagittarius moon. Now, also on the Wednesday, the 11th, Mercury in the sign of Cancer, Mercury the communicator in the sign of Cancer, is sextile, positive aspect, with Venus in its own sign of Taurus. This is a beautiful time. This is when important people can show up in your life. This is a good time to accept social invites, to enjoy your relationships, to broaden your contacts, and to follow that gut feeling. Because as we talked about, Mercury in the sign of Cancer, or Mercury in any water sign, is considered a psychic placement. That doesn't mean you need to run out and become a psychic. It just means that your intuition is going to be heightened during these points, especially if you have Mercury natally in a water sign. So trust that feeling. It will guide you in the right direction. Enjoy the socialness that Mercury loves. Cancer is like a house party or a beautiful meal, a dinner party. And so expand your social contacts and allow important people to show up. So we move into Thursday the 17th, and we just have kind of a continuation of that energy. So enjoy your relationships on the 12th. On the 13th, that's Friday the 13th, with the moon in the sign of Capricorn, enjoy the harmony while it's here. Then we move into an Aquarius weekend, and it's Father's Day weekend. Now, we know that anytime Aquarius is involved, you just never know what's going to happen. So be flexible. It definitely won't be dull, but especially be flexible on Father's Day, because there's going to be a square with Venus, and Venus rules relationships and it rules women. And Mars has got a square going on with Uranus, the ruler of Aquarius, and we're coming off of the full moon and things can just be moody. Okay, so just be flexible with Dad. Maybe find out what Dad really wants to do, and maybe it's just something simple and you enjoy it. All right, now let's pull some cards for you for this Father's Day week. And let's see what you need to know here. I haven't looked at any of these yet. And Let's see what we got going on this big full moon week, but also a lot of beauty. A lot of beauty this week with these nice aspects with Venus. Okay, we've got 2 tea leaves. And let's give us, what did I do with that pile? Of the Queen of the Moon Oracle. All right. So our first card is, ooh, it's the World card. Oh, and I like that. Look at, she's standing on like what's like a sprouted bean. And I was just saying before that with what's they saying, Mercury in Cancer, how this is like, yeah, it can be a time for fertility. Let me look back here because now I'm forgetting what I said. Mercury in Cancer, no, that was Sagittarius Moon. It was Jupiter in Cancer. That's what I was talking about. That I was saying that that's a fertile time, and how not all of us are, fertile, like baby fertile, but we're talking about sprouting our new ideas. And then this card shows up where it's literally sprouting the world. Okay, this is a beautiful card of success. This is a Capricorn card. We know the moon will be in Capricorn this week. And I'm never sad to see the World card showing up. Okay, so this is our card of the week. The World card's the last major arcana, so it often shows us completion. Also has themes of big business, things paying off over time because it's ruled by Saturn. All right, let's see what else we've got here. We've got the Knight of Swords. So we've got a knight all geared up, ready to go. And he is the knight of the mind, the knight of air. Okay. We also have got the back card that says, take care, enemies are working against you. The Moon card, which says changes in your life. And the Man card, dangers or relationships with a man. No, not dangers, dealings or relationships with a man. Okay, so we know, well, it's Father's Day, so of course we're going to see relationships with a man is a theme this week. And then the moon, changes in your life. Okay, we're coming down off a full moon. And this back card, take care, enemies are working against you. Okay, and then we have like right with this Knight of Swords, it's all geared up here. So, I'm not going to fearmonger here about enemies working against you, but I do think that there's been a little bit of energy that showed up last week also of just not believing, like almost like not believing people have changed. Like I feel like there was energy last week of people showing back up and maybe they're like, oh, I'm different now, but they may not be, and you want to pay attention to that. Okay, I see some conclusions here, and like the moon card says, changes in your life, and you just may have to draw some boundaries. That's really what I'm getting. See what the oracle is. So purity, big full moon in the background, looks like a big release. Purity. Okay, so yeah, it looks like some things are coming to a close. Maybe a relationship's coming to a close. Maybe your relationship with dad isn't super great, and I know I can relate to that of having to like gear up to be around certain people, and maybe that's some of the vibe here. But there's some changes, and you have the purity card that you can come out the other side feeling refreshed. Like look at that woman in the background right there. She's like, looks like she's almost doing a sun salutation, right? Her heart is open. She has released. Kind of feels like the judgment card in a way. So don't get too discouraged about some of these cards here. The World card is a really positive card, and I see you just moving into new territory for the better.